Hey guys, so today is the day I've been waiting for this for a while. I tried to shoot this video before, but it was kind of a failure, but I finally did it this week. It is time for the epic showdown battle of the drugstore foundations. Day 1, the Maybelline Dream Cushion Foundation. Hey guys, so today is day 1 of my foundation battle. To keep it consistent and to keep it fair, I'm doing the same skin routine every day and using the same primer, using the same powder, concealer, bronzer, blush, all that. I'm going to use the exact same face products every single day except for the foundation, so that way everything has a fair chance. So I've already moisturized. I'm going to prime. I'm going to be using the Rimmel Stay Matte Makeup Primer. Just moisturize my lips. I just like blow dried my hair upside down, so it's a little crazy, but I haven't brushed it or anything yet. Okay, so the first foundation we're going to use is the Maybelline Dream Cushion. And this is in the shade 20, which is Classic Ivory. And I'm always going to use my beauty blender to blend it out.
The first one was huge. Hey, beautiful.
Hey. Alright, so the foundation is blended out. Now I'm going to conceal. So I'm going to be using the Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum in Buttercream. Okay, so for setting the face with a powder, I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I'm going to set the areas that I concealed, and then whatever excess powder I have, I do this also with my beauty blender, I'm going to use to set the rest of my face. Okay, so there is my base set. Now those are the same products and the same routine I'm going to be using every day of this challenge, except I'll be swapping out the foundation. So I'm going to go put the rest of my makeup on and check back in after. So I've got the rest of my makeup on, except for my mascara. I always put my mascara on after I set my face, but I am going to be setting my face every day with the Maybelline Master Fix Wear Boosting Setting Spray. I really like this. I know it reacts well with my skin, so just to keep everything consistent, I'm going to be using this every single day. And then I usually take my beauty blender and just sort of dab it in here. And then I'm going to put mascara on. Okay, so I want to kind of do an up close and personal look of this foundation. My nose is slick. My chin is a bit oily, but my nose, like, that's not highlight, that's just actual like oily nose. The rest of my skin is good. Let's take off my glasses here and see. I mean, the makeup is broken up, but overall, like, I feel confident in how... Whoa, there's like a huge bug. So overall, I really like this foundation so far. It doesn't feel heavy on my face at all. My face does feel a bit oily, but I don't feel gross. And I think it held up pretty good throughout the day. I'm going to leave it on a bit longer. I have yet to been attacked by penny kisses, so it's got a battle up ahead. Okay, so this is my final check-in of the day. I did a workout and got attacked with penny kisses, and it's now 8:30. I did my makeup at like 6:45-ish, so it's been over 12 hours. And I think it's safe to say most of it's gone in this area. is all broken up here. I mean, I still have foundation on, but it's definitely not like it was when I applied it. Day 2 was the CoverGirl Vitalist Elixir Foundation. I've already primed my face, so I'm going to get straight to putting on the foundation. Today I am going to be using the CoverGirl Vitalist Elixir. Now this is a foundation with SPF 20 in it, which is really nice. And it says it is a lightweight, full coverage makeup that hydrates and includes SPF 20, oil free. And this is in the shade Ivory. So this one is supposed to be a full coverage foundation, so we'll see how full coverage it is, but it's probably going to be more full coverage than yesterday. So I mean, a good indicator is my freckles. You can see them here, so let's see what it looks like once I have it blended out. I actually think that sits on the skin a bit strangely, and it's not really that full coverage. You can see all my freckles, you can see my redness here. My nose, I'm having a hard time getting it to sit on my nose. Even my chin, I think I need to put on a second layer. I've been blending for a really long time, and I'm pretty happy with it now. Okay, so I put the rest of my face on, and this is the look. It's still not like super full coverage, which is like good with me. Like, I don't like a really full coverage foundation. Yeah, I think once I got the rest of my makeup on, I felt a little better about it than when I just had the foundation on alone. And I just feel like I have more makeup on, I'm more aware of it. Which means if it starts to break up throughout the day, it may be more noticeable. So we'll see how this goes. Day 2. This foundation, I think, held up pretty nicely. Sorry, it is deadly bright. I'm gonna sneeze. All foundations that I wear get all like cakey and concealer and stuff underneath where my glasses are. My nose, again, foundation's always sliding off of it. I still think it looks like I have nice coverage. Overall, it's pretty good. See how it lasts throughout the evening. It's been about 12 hours I've been wearing this. You can see it's all gone on my nose. It's gone around my mouth, all my discoloration. Basically, it held up nicely around the perimeter of my face, but not the center of my face. Guys, I forgot to mention that this situation here is the result after going for a 5K walk out in the sun and sweating. So actually, it's kind of impressive that it held together so nicely on my forehead. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hang on, I need 2 hands. I wanted to show what it's like from like under my glasses. Like, it's super broken up. Like, it didn't stand a chance. Yeah, it's perfect. Thank you. Day 3 was the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. Hey guys, it's day 3. Don't mind my ridiculous hair. I've curled it, but I haven't like brushed out my curls yet. My face is starting to break out. Great. I blame it on me leaving my foundation on longer than I normally would. I've been leaving it on while I'm exercising, which I don't normally do, but just for the sake of this battle, I wanted to see how they'd stand up, and I'm starting to pay the price. Today, I'm wearing the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. It does not have a pump, it just has like a little glass opening. What I do is just like get it on my finger and then dab it on. Time to blend. Okay, so it didn't cover my blemishes, and it also didn't cover, I have this discoloration on my top lip that I get anytime I get some sun. So like every summer it comes back, and it looks like I have a mustache. I'm working on it. That'll be for another video. But I am gonna put a bit more just where I want some more coverage. This is the finished look with the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. I noticed a big difference compared to the CoverGirl one, which has a heavier formula and definitely a thicker coverage, or a higher coverage, I guess. This one I feel like my skin can breathe. It doesn't feel heavy at all on my face, and it's just really comfortable, and it doesn't give me that self-conscious feeling of like, oh, does my face look cakey? It feels natural and really comfortable. So let's see how it wears throughout the day. So it's the end of day 3. My welt is growing, and yeah, that sucks. Aside from that though, my foundation's actually held up pretty nicely. I mean, I feel like every day, no matter what, my nose is going to be missing some foundation. It's worn off a little bit here. I mean, I didn't mention that every day I've eaten the exact same thing for lunch, including an apple, which can get kind of messy. So given that I like had apple on my face and wiped it off, it's not that bad. Day 4 was this e.l.f. one. Not sure what it's called because this is the extent of the labeling on it. It simply says e.l.f. Another day, another foundation, another breakout. This whole situation has escalated. So today I'm going to be using this e.l.f. foundation. This is in the shade Porcelain. I'm a little worried that this is going to be light for me. Just because I don't have like a crazy tan or anything, but I do have a bit of a tan. It must be SPF because it says apply 15 minutes before sun exposure and then reapply every 2 hours. Well, honey, I'm not applying foundation every 2 hours. No way. I put a bit of this Age Rewind Maybelline concealer just here, because I know that like I should be counting on the foundation to cover, but like I have to go to work and I don't want to be going to work with a huge looking welt on my face. It's definitely thicker than the one I wore yesterday, the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. This is more, it's even creamier than the CoverGirl Elixir. I think that this is like the creamiest one so far. It's really nice. And it has like pretty good coverage. It's sitting on my nose a lot better than the CoverGirl foundation. I covered my redness here. I don't put foundation right under my eyes because I'm going to go in and conceal, and I don't want to have like crazy amount of makeup on. So I just finished the rest of my makeup. So like this side, it looks so nice. This side, well, struggling a bit, okay? But in the words of Busy Phillips, this is who I am now, okay? This is who I am. So I'm just gonna roll with it. It is what it is. I think the rest of the face looks really nice. Like, I really like the way this foundation looks. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel oily or greasy. I'm going to get dressed and go to work. I'll check in later. All right, so day 4 check-in. From a distance, I think this foundation actually looks, from a distance, like I said, it's nice. You get up close, and it's kind of broken up like worse than the other ones. Like, it's chunky. The coverage on my nose is actually okay, but the thing that turns me off from this foundation is it sits on my face so strangely. Like, it might be hard. I'm just using an iPhone for this, okay? I don't have any sort of fancy camera, but like it looks really bad is the best way to say it. It looks bad. I'll check in again later. I'm gonna leave it on for a while longer still, so we'll see what happens. Okay guys, this is gonna be my final check-in of the day. I just finished working out. It's wiped off here, it's gone on my nose, it's totally broken up here. I'd say the first few hours were okay, and then it really started to just not look good anymore. Day 5 was the L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation. Alright guys, we made it to day 5. Now, I feel like on the first day, the sun was already out and my lighting was nice, and every day it's gone downhill, and today it's storming, and I don't know, maybe you can't even notice, but I feel like the lighting's really bad. I don't have the right color. Like, I usually wear classic ivory, but this ivory is very, very, very light. So I have a darker color, and then I'm gonna have to mix them. This is a very liquidy foundation. It seems to be the way with more glowy foundations. I kind of hope this has decent coverage, just because, like, even though my skin's on the mend, I still have a visible, huge, gigantic red mark. So this is just with the foundation on. I think the finish of it is really, really nice. It isn't super full coverage. You can still see everything, but that's okay. I prefer medium coverage. I can always go in and spot conceal. This doesn't feel greasy or oily at all. It feels really nice. And so far, I'm really liking it. Alright, so this is the finished face. I don't have my lips on yet. I haven't put my lips on at this stage any day. I usually do that when I get to work. But yeah, this is the finished look. Let me get you in a little closer. I feel like a glowy little goddess, which makes me a little bit scared for getting oily throughout the day, but we'll see. I'm really curious to see how this holds up, especially compared to day 1. That was the other, like, glowiest one. That was the Maybelline Dream Cushion. Hey guys, so today is the last day of the foundation battle. This is the L'Oreal Pro Glow. I just want to say that I really like this foundation. Obviously it's broken up under here. I mean, I say this exact same thing every day. That's from my glasses. That's where they sit on my face. I definitely feel oily. This is not, if I had really oily skin, I don't think I could wear this. And I know it's summer, but, like, I wasn't outside today. I have an office job in a room that's, like, decently temperatured. That is a decent temperature. I'm not sweating at all during the day. Like, it's not. This would be completely different if I was, like, spending the day outside in the sun. It is off my chin. I ate a peach today, which is a little juicy, so, I mean, things got messy, and I'd be surprised if it did survive better than that on my chin. Overall, I think this is pretty good. If you have oily skin, I do not recommend it. So this Dream Cushion foundation, I'm actually wearing again right now. It is glowy. It is not high coverage. I think it is absolutely stunning on the skin. I love it. I wish I could wear this all the time, but I do think that even with a mattifying primer, my skin personally gets a little bit too oily in the T-zone, and it's just not a realistic foundation to wear for an entire day. If I say I was going to, like, a baby shower or a bridal shower and doing my makeup specifically for an event like that, yes, I would definitely use this, and I'd only use it if I had a clear skin day, because if I had breakouts, I just don't think this would offer enough coverage. But I think this is absolutely beautiful. It is a little bit expensive for how much you get. You get less of it in here than you do the other foundations. You only get half an ounce compared to 1 ounce in the other ones. Overall, absolutely beautiful. If you have drier skin, you'd probably love this. The CoverGirl Vitalist Elixir, this one has a pretty strong scent, but it doesn't linger. I like that it has SPF 20. I have mixed feelings about it still. I'd say avoid this one if you tend to be on the oilier side. So day 3 was the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. I have been using this one for years. If you have drier skin and you're concerned about using a mattifying foundation that's maybe gonna cling to dry spots or dry out your skin even more, I don't think you have to worry about that with this. I wouldn't say it's an intense matte, I just think that there's the absence of extra glow. I strongly feel like this is for all skin types. It isn't high coverage, but it is buildable and it doesn't feel heavy on the face. It's a thin formula, it blends out easily, and it's beautiful. I really like this one. Okay, so the e.l.f. foundation. One thing with e.l.f. is their color selection is not great. There are not enough shades of this, so I don't think there's one for every skin tone, which is a huge downside. They need to expand their shade range. My problem with this was as I wore it, it started to really sit strangely on my skin. It is a cheaper one if you're just beginning to wear makeup or you need a backup or you're just, you know, on a budget. Try it. Maybe it would work really well on your skin. And this also has the added perk of SPF. So the last day I wore this Infallible Pro Glow. I put this on and I was so happy with it. I was so happy with the finish, so surprised at how beautiful the coverage was, how beautiful it made my skin look. And yeah, I got oily throughout the day, but it held up better than other foundations on my nose, which is a huge thing for me because honestly, sometimes when I look in the mirror when I'm at work, I'll go into the bathroom and my nose, it just looks like I forgot to put makeup on my nose, and it's a little bit embarrassing. I get a little bit self-conscious about it. If you have oily skin, I do not recommend it. You are going to get oily. You're going to get slick. It's so hard because I like them all for different reasons. I'm gonna rule out these two, the CoverGirl and the e.l.f. Because it's so limited on when I would wear it, only when I'm having a good skin day, only to like certain functions. I wouldn't necessarily want to wear it to go through an entire work day. I'm gonna rule it out, as painful as it is. So it's between these two. The Matte and Poreless is the winner. There, I said it. I made the ruling. It's done. What you gonna do about it? I just think that it's good for any skin type. It's buildable, it's beautiful, don't have to worry about getting oily throughout the day. I mean, I guess it's my go-to for a reason. Going into this, I really thought that this was gonna be the winner because I've heard so many good things about it online. Hashtag Raw Beauty Christy. What do you think? So that's it for this battle. Let me know what you think. Or is there any other product that you want to see take part in an epic showdown? I waited a long time to shoot this video. I'm so happy I finally did. And I'm excited to do the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Show me some love. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.